Yeah, disappointing. Feel like we played okay first half, but second half we wasn't anywhere near it. They made a few changes and we just didn't deal with that and couldn't really get off the back foot. And yeah, it's really disappointing today.
How big a blow is that to the aspirations of trying to push for that European place in the third spot?
Yeah, it's disappointing on the day, but look, we've got chances to bounce back obviously after the Scottish Cup game, and that's what we've got to do. We've got to focus on the next one now and learn from this one.
Did you feel when you got the goal that you were in the ascendancy, that you could have maybe built on that in the first half?
Yeah, definitely. I felt like we had a lot of possession in the first half without really threatening too much, especially after the goal, and yeah, and it just wasn't to be, and yeah, second half was really disappointing.
Was the feeling in the dressing room that you could go on and win the game at half time, and can you put your finger on why it seemed to drop so much?
Yeah, of course. We felt like in the first half we controlled possession of the game in sort of the mid-third. The only chances they really had was a one down the side and like the first goal. So yeah, and the feeling at half time was that we could go on and win the game, of course. But yeah, it's probably not good enough from our side in the second half. I felt like we just didn't land on things, and they did, and that's why they got the goal.
And just on the personal level, in terms of the goal itself, how did that feel scoring that? Obviously, it's in contrast with the result.
Yeah, obviously it's a great feeling to score. Felt like obviously we didn't start too great, and that was something that just fell to me, and I hit it well. And yeah, obviously we wanted to push on from that, but the feeling of I'd rather score and win, to be honest. So or not score and win. So yeah, it's just a disappointing day overall.
What do you think's been the problem with the derbies this season? Just Hearts has put so much stock into them, but it's not won one of them yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think second half today was obvious. I feel like we didn't win enough second balls. We didn't play our football. We didn't settle down on the ball like we did in the first half, where we had control. So I feel like today is more obvious in the second half. The other games, I felt like again we didn't want it enough. I feel like we've been there or thereabouts, but when it matters most, we haven't pulled through as a team and individuals.
Talk about not wanting it enough, but it's an absolute scrap for this top six now, isn't it? Although winning yesterday, you really do need to want it if you're going to get in there.
Yeah, of course. I think look, it's always been tight this year. I think we've had a really good run. Obviously, I think that's 2 defeats in the last 10 or something like that. So we can't let that derail what we're trying to do and how we're trying to push forward. So yeah, it's something else.
What was the message in the dressing room at full time? Was there much said?
Yeah, there was a lot said. Obviously, the gaffer spoke mostly, and yeah, it's something that obviously we'll keep in house. But yeah, we need to do better.
Did you change position in the second half at the start of the second half than you were playing in the first half?
Yeah, it was slightly different. It wasn't an actual different position, but it was just to be inside the game a little bit more. And then we slightly changed things on the pressing side. But yeah, it's disappointing.
Only long 2 weeks now till the next league game. Would you rather maybe get back in the Premiership loss next week and try and get some money?
Well, we've got a chance to get to Hampden next week, so I think we totally focus on that game. It's a chance to get to Hampden and a chance to prove to the fans that we can be better in a big game.
Is that a good thing then? Something positive to look forward to?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think look, we've got to focus on the positives. We have to learn from this. Definitely, there's things that we'll go over this week that we need to work on and learn on. But yeah, pushing forward, we've got a chance to get to Hampden.